one, go. So, and hello and welcome to the hashtag Words Pattern Group Draw podcast.
Yeah.
I'm joined here by these beautiful people, and the only guy that has a camera at Scobos, but I have this beautiful picture of him doing the Renegades promo.
Yeah.
So
In my
I
bathroom.
think that's worth. So I think we can live with that. So I'm gonna take a quick shot. I think the people that are watching this might know me because it's my stream. So Aldi, do you mind introducing yourself a little bit?
Well, I'm an Spanish League of Legends follower. It's super passionate, and I follow almost every region of the world. And well, I'm beautiful than you.
What a lovely guy! What a lovely guy! So, and let's continue with our Brazilian guy called Lira. Do you mind introducing yourself as well, my friend?
Hello guys, I'm Rira. I follow the Brazilian scene and LCK, and I hope we can do some good shit here.
Great. So, coming from the land down under, there's a guy that is famous around here for his internet issues, but we also love his articles. And Seju, you mind introducing yourself?
I'd like to, but I might cut out.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, perfect. It started.
No. It started already. I write a bit, that's about it. I'm Australian, hello.
Alright, so, and coming from the United Kingdom, the Pokemon, as we like to call him, for his beautiful Twitter picture.
We claimed it, it's our Pokemon.
Our Pokemon, yeah, it's our. You can't catch him anymore. It's official. It's our Pokemon. And Reese, also known as Saberwolf, with an I on Twitter. Do you mind introducing yourself as well?
Hey, I'm Saber. I like to chat shit about EU. Occasionally I chat shit about other regions as well, but it's a little bit less informed.
All right. So this is
He's
a
also
level.
an epic meme.
Yeah, I think we are all way too many memers in here, and actually,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how many memes all day will bring, because every time I post anything on Twitter, I see a meme from this guy. Like, doesn't matter what I post and which language I post, there's an epic meme from this guy. So this will be a very meme-heavy podcast. So I hope you enjoy. So, but let's start talking. We have like 6 minutes to go before the group draws show starts officially. Let's start with you, Aldi. What are your predictions? Which is the group you are most excited to see?
Well, I think we'll have one group that will be mostly shit. I think probably the second team qualified from this group wouldn't be better than some other teams that won't make it to playoffs. And well, I don't think we'll have a group of dead, but well, I don't know, so we'll see.
All right. So, what about you, Saber? What is your group that you? What's the group that you want to watch the most?
Secretly, the deep dark side of me wants to see a group like CLG, H2K, Flash Wolves, and Pain. That's a great group.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
actually
also
a great
means
one.
if we get a group like that, it means we get groups like SKT, EDG,
Can-
like Coup, Cloud9, those kind of things. I just want to see evil groups.
So, Aldi doesn't think there will be a group of death, and you just want to see 4 group
I
of
think there'll be
deaths.
2 groups of death.
At least 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on this, Kobos?
Well, I actually would like to see another episode of the Reckless Death Romance. So if Fnatic and EDG are in the same group, I will be really happy. But I want both of them to continue and be taken in the finals. So I don't know. So the rest, who cares? Like, I just want to see Death, fuck Reckless. That's the only important thing. That's the only reason I watch League of Legends. To see Death and Reckless.
Only because of the bromances?
Yes, of course.
That's
And I
so
also want to see Imp like get destroyed by either of them.
So you want to see him cry and not Deft cry?
Yeah, yeah, that's
That-
that's
that-
my ideal
I
scenario.
don't think we're gonna see him,
Although
right?
I know
It's-
it's not really likely, and I'm expecting LGD to do pretty well. But who
Oh.
knows? Who knows?
No, that sounds still good though. I mean, seeing him cry, but I think it won't happen. But what's your take on this, Seju? You think
Faith.
Imp will cry or Deft will cry?
I don't think Im will cry. I think Im's proven right now that he's just like far and away the best ADC in the world. But the group I want to see, like really badly, I don't really care about group necessarily. I just want to see Pain take on an American team. Like
I think a lot of people wants to see that.
We
I
need
just
a
wanna
reverse
see-
kaboom happening.
Pain will be a really interesting one out of the wild cards. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
We
well,
Pain can do
I think
well
Pain can
against.
beat.
I hate saying the K word, yeah, but we could see kaboom happening again.
But we need
I
a
think
reverse
Pain-
kaboom. We
No, I
need,
don't
we need a team from North America to lose to Pain. Just imagine TSM losing to Pain. The memes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they could too.
I would
don't
be
think,
proud.
Like,
I would be
I legit
proud.
think they could.
So Lira, I think you follow the Brazilian scene, right?
Yeah.
So what are Pain chances to bring up the Kaboom again?
I wouldn't say Uda Kaboom. I think they have really good chances against TSM and H2K. Like the Kaboom thing was like Alliance who just beat Najin's White Shield. They were like so good and then they just tilted. I really think
It's really.
yeah, I really think Pain have really nice chances of making an upset, and I think they, in a good world, I think they can make it out of the groups. In a
Yeah.
really good world.
Pain.
That's true. So, I think because we have still 2 minutes, we can talk a bit about the teams. And since it's my stream, I guess there are a lot of Brazilians, and I think they are interested. Since we already brought that up, how are Pain's chances to get out of
Right.
the group stages right here?
You know what Pain needs? You remember that group I said before?
Wow.
I said the COG, Flash Wolves, H2K, Pain group.
Yep.
That's a group Pain needs.
Or TSM. I would say TSM is
Yeah.
also a good
TSM.
matchup for them.
Yeah, but TSM's so hard to match up, probably.
You think
Yeah.
so?
I
Pain
don't
aren't
think
so.
Pain aren't taking Eastern teams. What Pain needs is a team with one Korean or one Chinese. That's it.
Yeah, I think so. I really think
I think-
Pain have the best chances against TSM, because when you take the rosters head to head, I think Pain is not like too much far behind.
Lira, your
You cut off
sounds-
at the
Yeah.
money moment. You cut off at the
Is that? Oh shit! I don't
Redeem
think Pain.
Pepperoni.
I really. Oh yeah, I think Pain have a good chances against TSM. I really do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. Like, I mean, even I need to be honest here. I think Flash Wolves or AHQ might be better contenders to get out of the groups than actually, in my opinion, H2K and TSM in this tournament, because I think a lot of people will underestimate them, but I got from some sources, from discussing on Twitter with a few people, and they brought something interesting up, that a lot of Taiwanese teams actually train with people from China and Korea when
Yeah,
they're
that's
so
true.
close on the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do you think this might make
Sure.
a difference coming into the World Championships this season?
It's
Yeah.
it's strange because Flash Rolls didn't look too great throughout the playoffs of LMS. Like, it was really a big toss up between whether HK or them would take it, and I wasn't sure most of the way through, but they pulled it there at the end. But I'm not too sure about them. AHQ are the ones that look proper deadly. I don't know. Like, Flash Rolls could pull off something else again. They've had time to fix like what was sloppy about them before, but
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened at MSI though, right? Like, HQ screams a bunch of Eastern teams, namely China and China and Korea, maybe been the only ones, but like, they come out and people underestimate them, and they do really well, and they perform significantly better than pretty much every like, well, I guess there was only 2 Western teams, but they
Yeah.
perform better than TSM by a wide margin.
look at those.
Like,
balls.
I see that happening again. Yeah, I can see that happening again easily. especially when you have like C9, which honestly is a pretty bad team. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
And
very
But
true.
win Carnation.
Well, he stepped up at least and highest spec, so you sure?
yeah,
that...
but you honestly think they could beat AHQ?
And
Wait,
Simon,
guys.
you mentioned.
Okay.
How do you think?
Energy.
Huh?
How do you
Got
think
19 managed.
CLG will do now that they have no Huki? Sorry, no Xmithy.
Yeah, well, I think this could be
He didn't do anything anyway.
like yeah, it could work out and it could not work out. Like Hui might not be comfortable with the role, but Xmithy wasn't that comfortable on his main role either, because seeing a guy missing the Sejuani flash ultimates or in general the Sejuani ultimates, that tells
The
something that he the Xmithy, he isn't comfortable on his role. So it might also be like the most counter logic thing and simply work out like whatever. But one thing is worth mentioning, and is the MSI. Like, did you guys think that EDG would win this?
Yeah, I was confident.
See,
you would
EGG
win.
is a confrontational one with me because like I'm not 100% convinced. Like looking at their
The
form
thing is-
drop, obviously I haven't watched as much China as I do other regions, but the form drop was big. It was worrying, really. Also, there's always the possibility we're going to get something like what EDG did last year. It's a completely different roster, but
I sincerely hope that doesn't happen.
it
'cause
depends on the group they get, honestly.
They were looking so great during the season, and then in the playoffs they just disappeared.
With the right group and the right like quarterfinal, semi-final draw, they can pull off a Star Home Roll Club and get to the finals, whether or not they deserve it or not.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
they have the team, they have the
Might win.
players to make it there.
Horrific might
They
win.
don't need an easy road. Like they can take down SK Telecom. They have shown it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not with Faker full 5 games, but
EDG on a good day.
yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Easy who and
I
his
just don't
poison's
know
that
if they
team.
have the good day they had like MSI good day.
They have a shitty playoff run, but I don't think we can count them out just yet because of it. They still won versus IG pretty comfortably, and left is very good. Sorry.
Alright, so let's move from this discussion to actually who you think is going to win Worlds, because before we get into group drawings, I want to hear from you who you think who is the best team right now and why. So, Audi, do you mind starting with that?
Well, I don't know. I don't really have a little idea. I think LGD and SKT are over the rest, but the meta will change a lot. There is 2 months between the playoffs and the was starting, so I don't know. It's really hard to say what is gonna happen because we don't know how the meta is gonna be, how the teams are gonna be after the bootcamp. So I think LGD, SKT, and EDG are player by player the best teams, but it's so hard to predict
Something
what
like
team
that.
is the best right now.
Alright. So, Lera, what do you think about that? Do you agree with Audi or... Sorry, Audi? And, or do you think there's a clear favorite or a team that you think is the best team right now?
It's so hard to call. But if I had money and I had to bet, I would bet on ADG. Because I don't believe in SKT, really, I don't. Because the roster and how they play so mid-center. I don't think they can win 3 best of 5s just relying on Faker. And I think
It's Faker.
And
there's a lot.
that's why they
I'm
have
pretty
easily
sure.
win. That's
I
why
It's
think
they
not
that
just
have
is
Faker
really
as
can.
well. Like Marin's been playing like really well. Like they also SKT are competent. It's not just Faker. It's not just...
Yeah, but you can't compare Marion against Flame, Acorn, Koro. It's just another level. Marin was
could have
this
a
year.
good job
Oh, I
trying.
really think you can compare
Don't think
Mario
so.
to
Probably
those.
do it.
I
Pull it
think
off quite well.
Marin last year was like top 6 in OGN. I don't think he's a good player enough to
Oh,
become
wow.
like totally world class. I think he's good now
I
in
think
Korea because
Marin's
the
already
Korean
world class.
athletes.
Yeah, I think Marin's already world class. Yeah,
I
that's
think
surprising to me.
Marin's the best top laner right now in Korea.
No, no, no,
You think so?
no.
I think.
No,
I
I don't
think.
I
so.
would have picked
Mari-
Sunday before,
Mari-
but
better.
we saw what's happening in the finals.
Sunday,
got
you
destroyed.
can-
So based on that, we have to pick Marin.
I think we can discuss who's better, Mario as Sunday, but I think from what SKT needs, Marin is showing up more than as
Yeah.
Sunday right now. So I think he is maybe the best top laner and the best team for him. So we can struggle and discuss about that and get nowhere because they are both world-class top laners, right? So I think that Marin is bringing up the results much better while being a world-class player. So that's why I think he's the best. So, considering that, we have also a lot of top lane stack talent in China that is actually Korean. So we can struggle about finding the right one right now. But, my friend Seju, do you think Marin can carry SKT to the #1 spot again? Or do you think another team will take the throne?
I mean, Marin himself, no. I think the narrative that, like, either with Marin or Faker, like, SKT is just a one-man team or a two-man team is completely wrong. They're actually, like, a really good working unit, but I think SKT will win. I mean, I think, but...
Ooh,
Like,
CLG.
I'm gonna let you finish.
We're getting the first team here, guys.
Yeah, we're getting the
Yes.
first team here. So Group A will be with
Yeah.
CLG.
Already gaming.
COG.
CLG. So that starts really well.
COG Group A, yeah.
Well, to be honest, the first pool doesn't really matter because
Yeah.
you don't know anybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
You can continue.
Yeah, well, anyway, to quickly finish my point, I think SKT will win Worlds, but I mean, it's hard to say, so whatever. I think SKT and LGD are like a cut above like EDG and the rest of the teams. So. But I mean, I think EDG is still really good, and I think AHQ could be a dark horse, but they're probably the only team that actually could be.
You know,
Maybe
their
Fnatic.
logo is a horse, so...
So it fits. Right fit, guys. Perfect. Go Bulls.
Wait.
Yeah, as for me,
Before
I believe it's gonna be either LGD or EDG, and that's because of their top laners. Because right
Nah.
now, I believe if 5.18 is similar to 5.17 and 16, top lane is so strong. Like the most OP champions are in the top lane, and those are the players that are going to carry. Marin, well, he's good, but against maybe Flame Acorn or Amazing J Koro, I don't know if he can outstand, go above them. So I don't think that's going for SKT. But the Chinese teams really have strong top lane, so I think they're gonna win because of that.
that's a fair point. So
By the way,
If the patch is anything like 5.17, maybe it changes and every top lane gets nerfed, and then it's
To bring it
back
back
to
to-
something more balanced. And it's gonna be more balanced, but I still believe top lane is going to be the main focus of this tournament.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I think
Remember
so
when
too.
you said like what group Payne wanted to be in? Pick Group A.
Yeah, Group A is a good
Pick
one.
Group A. Pick Group A.
So Saber, you can still choose your.
Don't pick Group C.
Well, actually, I was talking on
Oh,
the
they-
late game show with Milo and Joko, CNB's coach, and like we agreed on something. A good group for Pain would also be SKT, TSM, H2K, and Pain because
It's the best one. I think it's the best one.
yeah, because Pain could beat H2K and TSM, while SKT should definitely beat all of them.
I don't. Yeah. You can't get me saying Payne might beat H2K.
They
We
can,
lack
they
so
can.
much. We lack so much information to like say those things because I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
probably
how the
Korean
regions compare in
teams.
like months,
Well,
and they are gonna change in this time as well.
Actually, we all know this LGD.
Like it's pretty hard to predict.
Yeah, it is. But Saber, if you take a team that will win the world championship, who do you think it is?
I'm gonna go with SKT because I think LGD are overrated.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna stick to my LGD. I'm gonna stick to them. Right. Perfect. I'm gonna stick to them.
I completely fuck.
Nice. But I have to say, like, they changed coaches, so that might be something that might hurt them in the long run.
Yeah.
But
They were
I
winning
still
games without
believe in
a coach, who
Acorns,
cares?
Fiora, and POIL because POIL is like the best support I've ever seen in a long time.
Yeah, that's true. He's Bard. Oh my god,
Once
he's
he
so
flames
good.
Fiora.
Like his part, dude, his prom was also amazing. Holy moly!
Yeah,
Like
that, I love Bard. And any support who
Guys,
plays
guys.
Bard, I instantly fall in love with them. So,
So-
PYL has that going for
We're
him.
getting into
So,
pool 2.
yeah, we're gonna get into pool 2, so we can take off like CLG is Group A, Fnatic's Group B, then SKT1's Group C, and LGD is Group D. Well, who have thought that?
This is
It's
what
like it seems so rigged, so written, and it's already clear that those were there. So now it can only get better. So now it's gonna get interesting. So, but
Yeah.
while we don't have a certain team drawn, we can talk about the meta.
Sorgan.
Because I mean, right now it's interesting
One meta.
because we
Fuck
have
the
like
meta.
the most different thing coming
Well,
into
well,
from 515 to 517, and
Wow.
Froggen will be ready to draw for Group A. Oh man,
Flash rules!
Last one.
It's
last one.
happening! It's happening!
ready?
Lol.
Is it?
You got Flash
Oh!
Easy pool. It's happening.
Oh!
Holy
Really?
shit.
Wow.
Oh my God! Okay, okay.
Oh my god, you're ahead of me.
Did-
The
did you
C3,
call it
I
blindly
call
or
it right
not?
now. The C3, the C3 that it gets into that group will go to the quarterfinals. They will get
Oh my
through.
god.
They will get through. That group is actually doable for any C3.
Pool
man.
A.
You wait.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
I don't think
Yeah.
Bangkok Titan can do.
EDJ.
So-
So as far as the meta goes, I hate this meta. I hate it so much.
why do you hate this meta? I don't get
Because
it.
it's awful.
But we.
I wonder
don't
why.
have
It's so
meta.
bad. It is actually so bad.
Hey,
Like, you compare it to previous World Championships we've had, this is by far the worst
Invictus.
actual meta that we've had going into a World Championship.
Really? Why do you think so?
Whoa.
I want
Well-
to. Okay,
Fnatic
okay.
Invictus.
Oh, Fnatic Invictus. That's interesting.
Yeah,
So,
group-
are they-
Maybe now's not
really
the best
good.
time to discuss this, though.
That's gonna be a truth.
I'll rant after.
Okay, guys, let's don't speak here so randomly. So, Ade, I think you have to say something about the meta right now. I mean
Well-
that might be important for Group B because of the top laners, maybe.
We don't have meta yet. We
Yeah,
still have
that's a
to
good one.
see
It's a good one.
how what patch 5.18 are, and I think something like nerfing the Lulu could be meta changing, and well, it's so hard to talk about the meta when we don't have matches with Pine 16.
No,
Point
H2K, no!
HK's
No.
gonna boys. No.
Wait,
Oh wait. We can actually have two easy groups right here.
Ryu versus Faker.
Oh, at least we
Yeah.
get this. At least we get this, man.
Jeez.
Whoa!
Oh man, the H2K head. The H2K head. Oh.
H-Pick said.
Okay, I'm gonna stick here with my KLG.
Said.
Big dream.
I'm gonna stick here. We're gonna win world championships. Don't worry. We got
HTK,
this.
man.
Go
Hey,
KLG.
hey, Ryu's got Faker. What's Faker? Are you ready? Are you ready for Lulex to out jungle Bengi?
No, this won't happen, my friend.
No.
Wow, that's probably like
I'm
you
just
ready
waiting. I'm just waiting for
Are you ready for
Betong
Odo
Joker.
two
One
most
tuck
the
in
two
Marin?
most current
I'm just
junglers.
waiting for Betong Joker.
Like, why is Lulex in the World Championship? Why? And Spirit isn't. And Bandy isn't. Why?
Lulex is the pride of Europe.
Yeah.
And Smith
Okay.
isn't too.
Okay. So let's talk about that. I mean, we could actually have two groups that are actually winnable for pain. So the Brazilians will be
Yeah.
happy. So they have actually good chances to have something.
Group D!
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, oh.
Katie-
Holy shit.
Oh, this will be.
Rudy!
Okay. We
I
actually
think it's
have.
that, eh?
We have actually a very good Group D right now. LGD and KT are really good
Wow.
matchups that we actually want to see.
Holy shit.
So, what do you think? Is LGD that much better than KT right now, or could KT take a game off LGD and maybe?
I
keep
believe
it
it's
out?
gonna go 1-1.
KT could take a game
I don't
off
think so.
LGD.
KT could
Like,
take a game,
LGD
yeah.
are like one of the strongest teams, if not the strongest team. But as I said before, like, I think LGD are a little bit overrated.
Why do you think so?
Yeah.
I just people like to ride the hype. I don't know, people were riding the hype of EDG last year. Look what happened. Like, no, it didn't happen. Nothing happened. So
They just had a
Never know.
bad series. But
Yeah, but
What
to be
do-
fair,
what-
Name was overrated.
But good Tigers for Group A.
good
I believe China is
No,
above
no,
the right now.
it's TSM. It's TSM. It's TSM.
No,
no,
it
it
can
can.
be
Oh, no, it
TSM.
can be. It can be.
It can be
We have
TSM.
CLG.
Yeah, it can be. But he
Tigers.
will draw TSM because
Korea,
it's obvious.
Korea or China? Has to be
HQ,
Korea or
HQ.
China.
Okay,
Oh.
Group
wait,
A.
you got AHQ and Flash Wolves in the same.
No,
That doesn't work, that
It
doesn't
goes
work.
to-
It's gonna go to
Oh,
Group B
no,
then.
no.
You
Group
can't
A.
do
Okay.
that. It goes to Group A.
Okay.
Well,
Let's say.
whoa!
Oh no, no!
A nice group.
Group B.
That group was looking to be very.
I think Fnatic's already in the new group of
Pathetic,
Jeff.
why?
Like this would be a good
Please,
group.
Pain, I'm gonna
Okay,
be
so we have EDG for
No EDG
Group A
Fnatic, no.
Never lucky for Nag.
or Group B or Group
EDG
C.
as well, yeah.
Never ever.
So, Alde, what do you think about Group B so far?
Well, I think it's very tight, but
I think-
EDG is for Group A or Group C. I think in both they could be the seeding one, the first one. So,
Yeah, that's true.
I think
Lero,
Fnatic,
Yes,
I think Fnatic can win it.
TSM Group C. Okay.
all right, Group C. So, I mean, Lero, you're seeing the group that we actually wanted for Pain right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
No. They're in Group D.
Yeah.
TSM
Oh
Wait,
no,
wait,
TSM
what?
are pissed.
why do they get
Get
in, why do they get on Group D? It's because of
What?
LCS.
Goodbye,
I don't
TS.
know.
What?
What? Okay, this is interesting.
Free
What
to
just
play.
happened?
Goodbye, Team Solo Mid.
That's
Why?
weird.
Okay, that's okay. I don't get this.
TSM is dead.
I mean, they
Okay,
were
so-
dead either way, but why not TSM in the SK2 group? What?
I don't get this as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
This
Did
is
they say
Yeah,
something
right
in the
now.
stream? They explained it or something?
Guys, if you know, write this in the chat because this is weird. I don't get this. Why aren't they in Group C? Does anybody know this? Because this is like really.
Is anyone actually listening to Quickshot?
Wait,
No,
wait,
I'm
I'm trying
not.
to think of why.
The only possible reason I can think of is that they're both LCS teams, but that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense because it's an A and a U.
EDG to Group A.
But LCS and LCS should be together. Right? It's because it's 2K, they say, but that makes no sense.
C. Oh no.
So where's EDG going now? First group?
Group C.
Hey guys,
What?
remember
Group
my
C?
remember
No.
my
He's on Group C.
Why are they on groups?
Oh my god.
remember
have
my
no idea what it is.
conspiracy
Well,
theory
yeah.
of the one
Okay.
like not competitive group, and then the rest are just awful.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to discuss the groups in as soon as they are drawn anyway. So, what do you think about the matchup HK EDG, my friends? Since you are the HK fanboy here.
Oh,
Rip.
okay, wait, hold up.
Clear Love versus Lulex.
Alright.
So,
So-
Clear Love against Lulex. What are your thoughts, buddy?
I think the Pokemon needs to be taken to a heal sensor.
Pokemon said that. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna say that Lulex will have clear love because he won't. What you're gonna need to like think about is the mid lane matchup, the top lane. Only matchup that isn't the jungle, really. You could try pull it off mid lane. You could try hold it down top lane. You're not doing it in the jungle. It's about how HDK deal with that weakness, really.
Oh wow.
I can
That's true.
see them just being dandied. I can see,
Oh.
which is a shame.
Wait, Lulex on top lane now?
I think it's because they're just both grouped like pool two teams. So it has nothing to do with their region at that point. I don't know why, but I think they just got moved along because they're not in the same pool, or rather they weren't in the same pool. Because
Oh.
TSM was the first pool 2 seed for
Ah, okay.
Group D, right?
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm assuming.
That might be something that you have like seed 1 for seed 2, like, and C2 for C2, something like that. Yeah,
Seed
that could
1
be.
in pool 2, I don't know, it's
Alright.
weird.
Right, so the move alongs are based on whether or not a team that's left can get into a different group or not.
No.
So what I said.
Oh, the pain fanboys are already there, man.
Cross your fingers for pain.
Please.
Well,
wait,
Go
no.
Pain, go
If
Pain.
Pain get Group A, I'm Magic. And Brazilian
Yeah.
fans got worse
Please.
than me.
yeah, well,
Please.
no, I
It will
think
be Origen.
yeah,
If
they
CLG
no,
doesn't
no,
matter-
Pain needs to get in Group
He's the
A
only
if they
one.
want to get out.
Yeah.
Origen or
Magic,
Bangkok.
Magic.
Bangkok.
Magic!
Yes.
Magic!
No.
Really?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
I told you!
Oh man, oh man.
They won't make it. They won't make it.
Pain Gaming!
Holy moly, like Pain Gaming has a legit chance of getting out of group stages.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, I
yeah.
mean,
Oh man.
maybe.
So you're saying that's a chance?
Oh man, like they actually can do it because they have a very good objective control, and if they work on a bit of their weaknesses that they showed against the KLG, okay, not in the finals though, but in Sao
Yeah,
Paulo when we
the other
played
games.
them, the other games they showed a lot of lack of initiation. If they can solve that, actually they can get out. And I mean the only thing that's scary in this group is maybe CRG's lane swap, that they might not be 100% prepared. And maybe Q Tigers might pick up a surprise, but I'm not doubting. I'm doubting that Q Tigers will adapt to the meta, as they struggled in the last few patches already.
OG!
So you are expecting CLG to make it along with Pain and not Good Tigers?
That means they're
No.
going Group D. They're going Group D!
I think it could even be Flash Wolves. Flash
No!
Wolves.
Origin!
So,
Like-
so we have the group of death.
Like, yeah, we have. Well,
And Clone9 and Clone9.
That's gonna be to Group D,
I mean,
guess.
is it really a group of death though? Because like
DRC.
LGD and KT aren't really gonna lose.
So-
To...
Lie.
can you call a group with TSM a group of death, Kappa?
That's for
No.
TSM.
I'm serious though.
Well,
No,
I'm
no,
100%
it's definitely-
serious.
it's
I don't see
definitely-
TSM or Origin winning.
No, I mean,
I'm serious.
I mean, like Origin could get through, but I mean, there was a tweet from SOAS. American team equal tryhard, Korean and Chinese team equal.
He was joking.
Yeah, nah, really, Audi. No, I thought he was being serious right there. So, my friends.
We need Cloud9 in Group C now.
Yeah, we actually do. Wait, yeah. No, can they even?
I would
expect on
prefer to
Titan?
see Clone9 in Group B because the whole and there is.
So,
Yeah.
which group is
Group B.
are they going?
I like
You know,
I like the big group,
Yeah.
the Group B.
For Group C, of
Oh,
Yeah,
course.
Group B is good. Group B will be
Yeah.
fun,
Like,
fun to watch.
Getting out.
Oh, Group B. Oh, yeah. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Hype versus Cacao. Hype.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's
the
a
first
jungler
week,
for you, mate. That's a true test.
Yeah, that actually is. That actually is.
Yeah. Okay, you did well versus I will dominate. Now here's Cacao.
Oh, but wait. We have actually great mid lane matchups as well. We have
wow,
great
yeah,
matchup.
yeah.
All of these groups are actually amazing.
Yeah.
They're all gonna give good results. Group A
Yeah.
is gonna be hilarious.
I'm so hyped.
Group B is gonna be the tightest group. Like
Yeah.
anyone could do anything. Like
The mid lane, the mid lane matchups and top lane matchups will be like the thing to look for.
Rest in peace, H2K. I love
Well-
you guys.
I think
Uh,
Fnatic and Invictus Gaming will make it out of there.
Yeah, I think so too. But I actually want to see how good Cloud9 will play, because the run they had as soon Hai joined the team is actually amazing. If you
Yeah,
look at it
yeah.
on paper.
against
But everyone else was tilted or like. grinding
TYP, Team Liquid, is like winning against KLG. I don't know. It has no merit anymore.
Yeah, but well, I mean, we
Shots
can
fired.
we can try to predict the meta here, and I mean, if something like Mundo top lane gets a meta in the next patch,
H2K, man. I'm so sad. wait. This is how I feel for H2K. Like how I feel that it's
So we have a first week. The first week of Worlds will be bad, but the second week with SKT, LGD, KT Roster, EDG, well, seems so unbalanced.
I mean, like we can start with this right now. So let's take the groups and
Yeah.
try to analyze, predict what will happen. Let's start, of course, with Group A because I think everybody is like trying to understand who will get out of Group A. Because I mean, we have CLG, we have Flash Wolves, we have Cool Tigers, and we have Pain Gaming. If Pain Gaming wanted a better group, this is the perfect group for them. If they want to have a chance to get out of group stage, this is the one. We have like teams that played at some point in the season really well, like Flash Wolves showed up in IEM. Cool Tigers was like the most hyped team in the beginning of the season, and CLG picked it up now by the end of the split. So, let's start with you, Laurent. What do you think of this group? What do you think is the matchups to look for, and who do you think will get out and why?
I think Cool and CLG. I may be Pain, but I don't think so because to Pain get out of groups, they must win like 2 or 3 games against these teams. I don't think that will happen. I think they can do like 2-4, something like that, and it will be really good, but not enough to get out of the groups.
Is that what you also think, Seju?
Yeah, probably. I think Ku win. I think Ku comes first. COG probably comes second, and I just want to see Pain versus COG. I didn't really think they could like get out of groups. I just thought, yeah, I think that'd be fun to see Brazil against America in that sense. I think Wolves will probably ruin any chances of Pain getting out. But I mean, hey, if like Wolves could do that to Pain, then I mean they could maybe get second. I mean, I don't think COG has that by any means. Ku's a certainty to get out though, definitely.
Can we have a moment of silence for the Bangkok Titans?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're uber burned.
All right, Kobos, what do you think of Group A?
Well, Group A, the thing is with Counter-Logic Gaming, we haven't really seen them in international competition, so it's hard to predict what they are going to do. And Cool Tigers, if they can go back to how they were in spring, they were so good, everyone believed they were the best team in the world, up until W happened. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see if they can, go back to that. And CLG are also looking pretty strong. Flash Wolves, I don't expect them to make it out. Pain Gaming as well, don't expect to make it out. So for me, I would say Cool Tigers, then CLG. But it's going to be pretty close, and the other two are contenders as well. So I don't know. I think it's a pretty hard group to predict.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so that, in my opinion, every team in the Group A could get out
Yeah, like
with a little bit of luck.
a little of luck, like Flash Wolves beat someone, then Pain beat them as well, 1-1. Those scenarios that lead to a tiebreaker, lead to a kaboom happening, and yeah.
All right. So I think we can fairly agree that this group will be like the hardest to predict because we have like very different regions, very different styles, and teams that we haven't actually seen on this kind of stage yet, like Pain Gaming, CLG.
Yes. Even if there are gaps in skill, even if say CLG suddenly is super good, we can't really know right now.
Yeah.
And we don't know how the American meta, if there's a thing like that, is going to play against the Brazil meta, the Korean meta. So that's gonna be hard to tell.
That's true. So, but let's move on to the second group because I think that's the one we could talk and argue the most. So
Yeah.
Audi, what do you think? Can Fnatic get out of groups this time? Or do you think they might struggle against Invictus Gaming or AHQ and of course Cloud9?
That's just the best group, man.
Yeah, it's a really interesting group. I think
actually is.
Fnatic, IG, and ASQ could be the first one. So it's not like we have one team and then two that are tied fighting for the last spot. I think these 3 teams can make it out of playoffs. I think going to semifinals, but I think Fnatic I will place them first over IG. But well, it's very tight.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
don't think Cloud9 has any chance.
Oh, you think so?
Because
Really?
no, I don't think. Because it's like, man, nice shit, nice shit right now. So I don't think so. CLG can make it out of Group A. So I think we don't have any NA team in playoffs.
Oh, that's interesting. Is there a matchup like a single lane matchup that you are most hyped for this group because it's so tight in skill level? Is there something you're looking out for?
What?
Is there a matchup, a player matchup that you are looking up for in this
Oh.
group?
Yes, the mid lane, Westdoor versus Feviven versus Rookie. I think it could be very amazing.
All right. So what about you, Saber? What do you think about this group? Like,
Which group in particular?
yeah, Group E. We're not at
Alright.
H2K
Alright.
yet.
Alright. So, Group B, yeah. Fnatic can win the group. Fnatic, I think, will win the group. I see it. Fnatic, Invictus, and then AHQ and Cloud9. I'm not too sure, but I think AHQ and Cloud9. I think it's the way they're drawn. I think it's the way. The wrong thing could happen, and Invictus could easily take the top of the group. But I think Fnatic can do it. Like Fnatic have like the potential to take all of the teams in that group, but they will all be very good games. Like I think that's the group you're going to see the best games out of. Not excited to see Rainover be bullied by Cacao, but I think they can do it.
Oh, he's saying that to Rainover, but I'm actually more excited to see Lulex cry. But Seju, Seju, are you with Saber and you think like Fnatic can win this group?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can. I think
They
C9 gets
avoided
dumpstered.
most of the things that would be quite bad for Fnatic in the group stage.
Yeah. And Invictus Gaming honestly isn't really that good. So,
Oh, you think so? Why?
well, I mean, have you seen them play?
Yeah, I
They're just
actually did.
they're kind of I don't know, like in general, China's kind of like chaotic and messy at best, but so then I don't know, they're not like LGD where their style I think like can like fuck up like the team like Fnatic's flow. So and Fnatic like has some shocking early games, but like in the playoffs they had some pretty bad early games.
Don't you think that AHQ and IG aren't the right fits in a group stage to take a game of Fnatic because of the weak early game that they have been shown throughout the season?
I mean, there's that element there, but I think that Fnatic's in a better position to beat IG than fucking LGD or EDG. So, I think Cloud9's really bad. They probably won't get a game in that group. AHQ is actually pretty good. I can see them making it.
Yeah,
But
they
I'm not sure.
could pull off a game on AHQ, but I don't know.
Like I don't know who AHQ beats in that group though. Like I really don't. I think they'll beat Cloud9 both times.
I call it they will take a game of Fnatic, but Fnatic will win every game.
I don't think they'll take a game off Fnatic. You know,
They will.
I think
They will.
Invictus might take one game.
They
off
could.
Fnatic. I don't think.
No, if
Might-
one
if
team
Invictus
might
could
take a
take one
game
game.
of Fnatic, then it's AHQ because they play so aggressive in the early game.
I don't know. It's just I have this funny feeling like about AHQ and
They
I don't
always
know,
get
it's just-
fucked with their groups, but they still do well. They still make the most of it.
but this is actually a good group for them.
Yeah.
Like this is
Yeah,
actually a
that's
really
true.
good group for them.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think they could go at least a second place there. Like I think the AHQ will get out of groups and either Fnatic or IG will because I think AHQ is in the perfect spot to play against styles that are not being able to handle that early aggression that well in Cloud9 and Fnatic, so they could get easy games off. And I mean, Cloud9 has probably the toughest matchups this group, because I mean it would depend how hard can Incarnation and Sneaky carry, because I don't think the others
Cloud9 are getting fucked.
being on the level.
Balls is gonna get ruined.
Yep.
Yeah.
and I-
But seriously, let's just put this in perspective. Like, this is a hella easy group. Okay, like Group A and Group B are pretty easy compared to the next two. Like these groups are actually pretty comfortable for the three teams there. Like you just
No, I disagree.
I
think
see.
Group C is the easiest one because H2K is down. Like, no.
I think.
Well, I mean, like the thing is though, it doesn't matter who would have been like drawn into that because it's EDG and SKT, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
it
Like
doesn't
it
matter.
happened. It's SKT and EDG. No matter who gets in that group, it's still going to be SKT and EDG. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
much.
think what Seiyu means is that we don't have any champion contender for was in Group A or Group B. The
Yeah, there's no
Without
guaranteed seed.
champion contenders. I think LGD, SKT, EDG, even KT roster, they are in Group C and D. So I think that's the point Seiyu has.
Yeah, which I think is interesting because actually the two teams that I think could try to fight for the World Cup this time would be actually Fnatic and AHQ, and they actually land in the same group. So one of them might be out because I think IG, Fnatic, or AHQ will have to fight for the two spots like pretty closely. So
Yeah,
I think one of the teams that I would have called that are the hopes to beat the Koreans or the Chinese teams might get down the group stages. So I hope
Yeah.
it's not Fnatic because I actually see a bigger chance of Fnatic winning against them than AHQ.
I can see Fnatic getting out of that group. I can't see them not getting out of that group. I don't
The
know
thing
whether
is,
I'm underrating Invictus or overrating AHQ, but that's a good one to watch out for as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I might be underrating Invictus too, but I honestly don't think they're that good compared to like the other top
Yeah.
level
They
teams.
are,
of the
they are.
tournament.
I was watching IG, EDG lately, and I think IG has a very solid game. Where I
Yeah.
adopt, where I think EDG has to step up a lot in a good ton of certain parts of the game.
I think China is the strongest region right now, and
Yeah,
IG are
definitely.
going to show that.
Yeah.
IG are going to show that, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's really a gamble who will get out of the group, except for Cloud9, I think, because alone the top lane and maybe the support matchup might be horrible for them. Might be really horrible. And we
That'd be
can
unbiased.
really rely on High and Incarnation that group either. Like the one that might really give a good fight would be Sneaky, but how good
Yeah.
is High compared to the other junglers, and how good is Incarnation compared to the other mids to be able to carry the team?
Yeah, but maybe I'm biased against the way IG plays. I don't really like the playstyle like take with them, but I do think Fnatic match up worse against Chinese teams than Korean teams, so there is that element.
All right, so let's move on.
Wait,
To-
wait, wait. I still have to talk about Group B.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a bold prediction.
Oh,
AHQ,
now it comes. Guys, grab your
AHQ.
popcorn.
I believe AHQ are overrated, and Westdoor isn't as good as people think he is.
Holy.
He is.
Ooh.
I think he's just like really good on Fizz and Twisted Fate, and you just ban out those two. And
Oh, good that you mentioned that. You know what?
Huh?
I call it right now. The pick of the tournament will be TF, Gangplank, and Fiora. Those
Yeah,
three
please,
will be
God,
the,
no.
They're
Yeah.
not dealt with
this
by
year will be the
time
most
patch
contested
memories.
pick.
It's in a couple patches as well.
Yeah, because
And-
TF
yeah.
is right now one of the best picks you can have. And having
Yeah.
a player that is a
That means
god
that
on him.
gonna suddenly break into Challenger and make it into the LCS.
Well,
But-
maybe
who
we'll...
would leave Twisted Fate open against AHQ or Fizz, AP Fizz, which has been buffed? Like nobody on the right mind would do that. Just let them have Fiora or something and win the
I love
game
it,
everywhere
some
else. And
Yeah, but
I believe
Ross
both
Core is a
Fnatic
sub.
and IG should be able to do that. And if they can play against a Twisted Fate, no matter how good he is, they don't deserve to go past the group stage. Because
Well-
that's like the most basic thing in League of Legends. In
So,
competitive play, you have to learn how to play globals.
Okay, so I'm gonna say one thing. If they don't nerf the Juggernauts,
Yeah, they're
there
not
won't be a Fizz or TF ban. Maybe a TF ban, but not a Fizz ban. So I think AHQ is because of Wet Store in a very good spot right there. Because you have to ban so many things right now that something will have to go through. And that might be the key for AHQ to win.
But
Except
TF
they
is
have a
already
good-
banned. TF is already banned in many games, so it's just Fizz. I don't know.
And Fizz has good matchups right now. I mean,
And Fizz will bounce, so yeah,
in a meta of control mages, Fizz is really, really good. So AHQ is in a really good spot just because of the meta. And having a mid laner that actually plays one of the most important picks right now at an extremely high level.
Yeah, but they can be banned. That's the question.
Well, if the trend continues and they don't change back to what we had in 5.15, I doubt it will happen, to be honest, because you have to ban a good ton of stuff right now that won't make it possible. But again, let's move on because we have actually still 2 groups more to talk. And before we ask anyone else about our lovely Group C, we have to ask our H2K fanboy again. What are the chances of our H2K? Let's get ready.
I'm confused. Are you talking about me?
Alright, so H2K. My boys are pissed, man. They're screwed. But I'd like to see Faker reunion.
That's about all you got to look forward to in this group, mate.
That was a beautiful pun.
No, I can hope that EDG choke again. EDG just like systematically.
Yeah,
explode.
okay,
Like, I've already had some of them play
they have a habit of that.
like things like that. Yeah, no, EDG crack. This could be on the best day of his life.
Well, you have also as well at least Betong Joker, and it seems good right now. So
Yeah, no, because in like best support in Worlds. Yeah.
what about Xavier though? What about Xavier?
They're the team. They're the EU team I have the least confidence in right now. It's a shame. Like their group is awful, but.
You can hope, I guess.
Yeah, I'm riding on complete hope now. Like
Keep smiling, bro. Keep smiling.
Keep smiling.
And believe on the Grossi Guard TF. And but again, we have like a very, very interesting team also in the Group C. Lyra, do you know anything about the Bangkok Titans right here? Did you have some time to watch the wild card in Turkey?
They're not winning a game.
Yeah, I watched them.
They're not winning a game.
Because they were up against my boys, and they...
Oh yeah, so...
They're gonna get
Actually, no,
steamrolled every
Chiefs...
single
It was
game.
more Chiefs... It was more Chiefs choking than Bangkok actually playing well, but...
I mean, they played something like Sejuani and Mundo in one game. How do you think this could work in the group stage of Worlds?
They're bad, they're not gonna win a game. They're bad. Like, they're not gonna win a game.
Okay, all right. So I guess we can like cut off with Group C and say that SKT1 and EDG will take over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everyone
Yeah,
expects that. Like,
Yeah, I mean that was
yeah.
expected. Like, sorry, go on.
yeah, like even if Rio gets his revenge and like they manage to win a game versus SKT, like nobody really expects H2K to win against EDG and SKT. Maybe one game against one of them, but like I don't think they can make it out.
To be fair, the original lineup, the two strongest seeds that anyone thought that you could be placed with from Pool 1 and Pool 2 was SKT and EDG.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's true.
And the second one was LDG and KT.
Yeah. I mean, we can talk about this beautiful matchup right now, later. Do you think LGD is that overrated? Or do you think it's like the hype train of KT Roster might take over right now?
I think KT is overrated actually.
I
think
think
LGD
KD
is
is
really good.
overrated.
Is,
KD is really
everyone in
overrated.
Group D, is everyone in Group D overrated? The four of them?
Yeah,
they're all quite.
maybe.
Do,
So-
do people still rate
So
TSM?
could we call Group D the overrated group?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I disagree because I'm still in the hype train for LGD, and I think they might.
I
win
mean,
this.
yeah, but like
TSM
everyone,
TSM are
do
finishing
you
last.
think?
I said they may win the championship, but they are still overrated.
TSM are finishing last in
Nah,
that group. Like they got booked their tickets home already. Like,
Yeah, they also took already the Korean top laner with them, so I guess we can say bye-bye to TSM and the Darius this tournament. Because I don't see a chance of them getting out of this group. I don't see it. There's no chance. The way
Is
they
KT
performed,
roster that strong?
I think they are a bit too hyped. I think they were.
I think
They're better than
LGD
TSM,
and OG could take it. Like,
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna go Origin for second in that group.
Wow.
You
I
are
believe- I
you
believe
are
in
being such a devil's advocate right now.
Yeah.
Euphoria, man.
I believe that if Origin doesn't give Azir to Expeke, they might get out of that group stage really, really well. Because
Azir has been nerfed again, so good for them. They don't have to play.
yeah, like as far as I know, for 5.18, we can already expect Kalista and Azir nerfs, which is nice. TF is a good champion
Kalista already
on.
nerfed Azir with the move speed as well.
Origin plays a TF. That's interesting. Like Peck is TF, and LeBlanc is Peck as well. Also champion for Pecky. Also we have Orianna on Pecky, which is nice. We have the little flex picks. The Sunra is also a big thing right now.
And Vladimir. Pekka has been playing a lot of Vladimir, especially earlier in the season in the summer split. And
I mean-
nobody else was playing it, but he just kept playing Vladimir and AFK farming, and his team just won.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think we might see Pecky getting out of groups right there. And I mean, it's how
I love
hard,
it.
like how good is KT really? Because I mean, they are being hyped. They showed up at a really good point. Like they stepped up. They were playing really good. But the gap between SKT and KT was
Yeah, it
actually
was
way
massive.
too big.
Huge.
Was huge.
KT are actually like they're not like when I say that there's a few overrated teams and I thought IG was one of them, I'd probably put IG in like the spectrum of KT, and then you put KT, EDG, and LGD as like the top three teams, like clear and away better than the rest of those teams. I think even like AHQ could probably beat Invictus and KT.
Right. We'll see that. With ideas.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Like, and when we compare like the Chinese teams and Korean teams, I think we're getting a bit too much hype maybe for some teams. But I disagree with LGD. But I would say right now more EDG in current performance. But like this was one game that they lost, one best of 5 that they lost that almost cost them the world spot, which is sad. But
EDG had a losing streak for like 3 days in a row.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like they lost at the worst
They were
Fine.
imploding, yeah.
period of time. But again, LGD is definitely, in my opinion, the team to watch in this tournament, because I think nobody expected them to step up that far, and we have seen actually a really good solid performance on Acorn and PYL and Imp lately. So if the meta trains continue, I think they are the team to watch. But again,
Actually,
it's still 5.17 that we're talking about right now. We're talking about 5.16 and 5.15 that we have some relevance. But on coming into 5.18, do you think there is some change coming to that might change the whole history that we had the whole season and the last few weeks of competitive play? What do you think about that, Lira?
Yeah. What?
Do you think the competitive scene could, like the history of the competitive scene this year and the last few tournaments could change because of the patch 5.18?
I'm not sure. Like, if Riot wants to change everything, they will. But I don't think they will. I think they will nerf like Darius and Kalista, Azir, some
PR
really
has to
broken
be
champions.
nerfed, absolutely.
Yeah, something like that, and they will just threw away everything and see what happens. I don't think like Mordecai, Darius, champions like that will go towards like they are on live right
Hopefully.
now.
Yeah, they shouldn't, but
They are must bans right now, and nobody
Yeah.
wants to have a champion pick
Totally.
or ban in every game.
yeah.
You can't have a tournament with like 3 must-ban champions. Like it's just so strange, it's so hard.
Yeah,
to-
but right now there are 6 or 7. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
yeah,
that's a
something like
problem.
that.
Like every Juggernaut and Fiora and Gunplank are super strong. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not Gunplank, but
No,
still
no,
super
Gangplank
strong
is the best champion right now. Gangplank, letting Gangplank opens her
I
death.
never thought that sentence would be a viable sentence. If
Yeah,
you
no, no,
time
not even
6 months earlier.
But-
and
but-
told
my
me
friend-
Gangplank
They
would
make
be
it
the
out
best
of
champion in
rules
the game. I
and
would have
Gunplank
told
is
you you're
the best champion in the
smoking.
My friend, we are talking about the best champions in the game. Darius, Garen, Fiora, Gangplank.
What is
Mordecai
this?
Kaiser.
Yeah.
Mordecai Kaiser.
You know,
What timeline is this?
when you know Jay and Winter when Samsung White played against Team Dark, and they banned like Garen, Gangplank, and Galio.
Oh man,
Like
oh man, they knew
This is good
all the
right
time.
now.
And you
It's
know,
Faker. Those
you
are
know,
Faker's band. Galio, Garion, and Gangplank.
Faker knew it all along. Now Galio is gonna get buffed.
yeah,
no, no,
he will be a juggernaut as well. He will be a juggernaut as well. My friends, they knew it all along. Oh
Faker's a
man,
fucking time
The
lord.
Faker
God.
really is a god. He can see the future.
Team
Jesus.
Dark is
Yeah.
Illuminati.
So, like, are you gonna tell the people the actual reason why Faker bans those three?
Yeah, it's because he wants to play against all of the overpowered picks. So he doesn't want to ban the legit shit.
I bet right now he doesn't
Faker
like
wants to
Dark.
train against the good shit.
yeah.
What I heard was that in Korean isn't like G like the first letter of the alphabet or something,
Yeah,
so
that's-
that
yeah.
that's just the fastest. Yeah, that's why.
Both of the risks of the
So basically, Faker doesn't give a fuck. That's basically why.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's
how it goes.
basically it.
I don't know.
So, guys, what do you think now that we've seen the groups? We talked about the patch. Are you excited for the maybe the best worst
I
we
think-
had so far?
We could do a rundown for every
Yeah.
position, and like which champion do we believe is the strongest in each position. That could be fun.
Oh, like I think there's no need for that because we can say Gangplank or everywhere, Darius everywhere, and we actually
Yeah,
have...
but like generally speaking,
No, I mean, well, we can make it easier. What will be the pick of the tournament if the patch continues that way?
Fiora.
Fiora? What do you
Fiora,
say?
absolutely.
Ollie, what do you think, Fiora?
Uh,
Or do you think there will be another flavor of the month?
Okay, so
I'm a fan of AP Fizz, and I heard it's coming back. I haven't been playing a lot of League recently because I'm a tilty little crap. But
Yeah.
I'm a fan of AP Fizz, and I'd like to see some Gangplank barrels win the Summoners Cup.
You know what? If TF is a big thing right now, AP Fizz is not that bad idea.
I'd like
Just
to
saying.
see a World Championship Fizz skin. I'd like to see a World Championship Gangplank skin.
Ah no,
Yeah.
that's already confirmed. Is Callisto? Sorry.
No, I'm talking about like the team that wins.
Ah,
Like
okay,
those skins. I want to see
Yeah.
those skin line like Fizz, Gangplank. I want to see those kind of champions.
You have to get Faker actually playing Fizz again, no?
That's gonna,
Which
that's gonna happen.
I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think, Lira? What's the champion of the tournament?
Maybe Darius, maybe Fiora. I don't know, because the nerfs is just so like mysterious now. But I think Darius and Fiora. I think this will be really top centered. A really top centered tournament.
Yeah, it will be.
Maybe players like Faker can just change the course of the things. But I really think the top laners will just carry everything.
What do you think, Audi? The top laners are the players to watch this tournament?
okay, so I think they are. They definitely are. But I also think the jungle with support Roam, early Roam, will be very huge in the whole meta. But we still don't know how the meta is gonna be, because it's this real thing with the timing is really bad. So It's just things I guess.
What do you guys think about 4-0 lane swap or Korean lane swap? Open question to anyone who wants to answer.
What was the first option?
4-0 lane swap, like 4-0
Oh, yeah,
turret,
yeah.
or Korean lane swap?
I don't know why they don't do 4-0 in Korea.
Really?
That's situational.
No, I can say it because I had this discussion with my team and my analysts. There's a
Yeah.
reason why nobody does the 4-0 lane swap in China or Korea. Because
I wanna listen.
we have first a hypercarry related meta. So you want first to have farm and XP on your hypercarry. So you're gonna freeze a lane for him so he can get XP. So what happens if you go for a turret push? This carry won't be able to keep farming and getting free XP. So what you do, if the team wants to take it to the turret, you add it, you freeze 2 lanes. Your top laner and your AD carry will get ahead in farm and XP, and they will be fed as soon as you reach the mid game. And definitely more stronger than the opponents. So if you have like the situation where they get the turret, and what you're gonna do if you do the Korean lane swap anyways, you're gonna gank mid. So
Yeah.
the gold advantage that you will take from the turret, you will get from a kill. And you also get your mid laner ahead. You at least force the enemy mid laner to burn both summoners and go back to base. So you actually are ahead in 3 lanes for 1 turret.
Well, I have a theory about 4-0 lane swaps. In this meta, if top laners keep this strength, I think we're gonna see more 4-0 lane swaps. Because why would you 4-0? Basically, to fuck their top laner. You know, you can get the turret, bounce the wave, give the gold to your top laner, and now yours is ahead and theirs is behind. So with top lane carries that really need gold, more than XP perhaps, I think 4-0 is gonna be stronger than it already was. Because it really wasn't that good. It was situational. But now I believe against some of these top lane hyper carries, I think it's gonna be pretty strong.
I think it's important to note too that, like, Alex, I agree with you, but
Yeah.
if a team like pulls a 4-0 and you don't react to it, then they're gonna break your freeze anyway. So, like, you
The thing is,
need
they-
to be
they
able to
can-
react to it. It's situational,
Yeah, but I mean, if you
and if you don't react to it, then you lose
Yeah, I
the
mean,
early game.
if you don't react in general, you're gonna lose. So it doesn't matter which lane
Yeah,
swap you do.
that's true as well.
Like this is like the point that you can say to any kind of lane swap or early play. If you don't react to it properly, you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
anyways.
but if like reacting to a store is like, I mean, you can do stuff around a stall and still be efficient on the map. But if you're not reacting to a 4-0, which is really aggressive and like takes initiative on the map and gets a large gold lead early, then it's arguably more detrimental to your team than if you just let a stall play out while doing other shit on the map and taking objectives. So
No,
I think
like,
4-0 in that instance is more punishing.
No, actually the other one's more punishing because you get 200 gold for every player on the map if you get the turrets. So basically that's not like the huge boost that you actually need to take a really advantage on the enemy team. So basically, if you want to really snowball hard the game, you're gonna do the other lane swap because you're gonna punish the other team harder for taking the turret so early because you have your 2 main carries on the team having 2 frozen lanes where they will get at least 20 CS ahead of the other of their opposite. So having this, and if you're gonna do the mid lane game anyway, so you're gonna have 3 lanes ahead for 1 turret, while they will maybe have the jungler ahead or maybe the support will be even. And this is like in a in a triple threat meta much more reliant that you have your 3 threats even ahead in any kind of scenario possible. That's why the Korean lane swap won against 4-0 lane swap in Korea. There was 1 or 2 games that Koreans played the 4-0 lane swap and they got trashed on by the Korean lane swap. I hoped to find the game. I still have to ask Colin because he wanted to send me those, but we couldn't find the VODs, which games that was. But there was one situation that this happened.
Yeah, but I'm not saying like you start with the 4. I'm saying if someone decides to for whatever reason and you don't react, then it can hurt you more because there's no guarantee that you're going to be getting objectives on the map. Because
Yeah,
I mean,
also
there's
by
underlying
the
factors
role
like
they
someone.
swap.
The mid lane gank, everyone is gonna be expecting that, you know? Like mid laners are fair aware that the support and the jungler are gonna be level 1 in their face. So it shouldn't really
Yeah,
work.
and
No,
and there's
well,
other factors there
I
too.
mean, it can work, but it shouldn't.
Like at this point, this is the thing. At this point, those lane swaps are expected and can be like anticipated.
Yes,
So-
of course, of course. Just from seeing a camp being done earlier or later, you can already tell what they are doing.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, which is
And-
why
and-
like 1 minute wards are so important.
Another thing I think it's pretty interesting about 4 lane swaps is that right now with Kalista nerfed, Tristana is going to be really strong because she was already being almost picked or banned in like almost all games. Now Kalista is nerfed, so Tristana is going to be even higher in priority. So taking tower is going to be real quick with Tristana, and I think she's better in a 4-0 than freezing because she can't even freeze the lane.
No, she
Or-
can.
Yep.
She
Eh,
does can't level
can,
you
but,
early.
like-
It's harder.
She can, but
but
it's pretty hard. Yeah,
She
you
can,
have
but
to
she's
level
better
it.
at fast pushing.
Like the
Yeah.
thing
Like
that you
she's
do,
really good at fast pushing.
Yeah.
the thing that you do if you want to freeze the Tristana,
Yeah, you just don't level it.
you
Don't
you wait with
level
your
thing
summoners,
Yeah.
with your spells.
Give your
Like
levels.
With
you,
your-
you be on level 3 with only your W.
Yeah, of
levels.
course, of course.
And that's a thing. Like I think I still think that Korean lane swap will prove to be the better one. But I see at least the American teams because they never changed anything the whole season, or in general like the West never changed on to do this different kind of lane swaps, while the East already changed to the other one.
Yeah.
And never really trusted on the for all lane swap. So that's a thing, a storyline that we can watch mostly in Group B, where we have like 4 completely different regions clashing at each other at an almost similar level. And I think this will be more reliant even for Fnatic's early game. What will they pick up in Korea? Because I mean, they are right now in Korea training against Korean and maybe even Chinese teams if they are lucky.
Yeah.
So will they pick up this Korean lane swap? Because they weren't doing it here in Europe. Nobody was doing it in Europe or NA. So I think this will be the more reliant. Can they find a way to make it work that you can still 4-0 against this Korean lane swap? Will they find a new answer? Or will they simply pick up the Korean lane swap? I think that's the question we should take here.
I mean, the Korean lane swap actually suits their style of play anyway.
I think teams are gonna have the early game really figured out because that's what usually happens. Like Grepo says, sometimes in scrims, everything they practice again and again is the first few minutes of the game. Because if something goes wrong, they just restart. So
Who does
I'm not
that?
I'm not expecting teams to win super early. Like in the first 5 minutes of the game is already over. That's
Kubos-
Korean solo queue, but I'm not expecting that to happen in Worlds.
who does that in scrims? Who said?
Well, that's what I've heard. From what they say. That
Okay.
if they fuck up in the early game or something, they just FF and start again.
Okay, this would be new for me. Like this is what happened in season 3, but isn't like nobody does that anymore actually.
Oh well, that's what I've heard from like whenever pro players talk about scrims. Like they normally don't finish games. Well, they never finish games actually. I think.
Yeah, no, you don't finish games because then
Yeah,
they would
because
show
of
up
the
in your match history.
Yeah. But I've also heard that as soon as something goes super wrong, or maybe if they make some obvious mistake, they just forfeit.
No, well, I never had this experience.
But well, the thing is, they should have the first few minutes of the game down to a science, and they really should know how to react to a 4-0, how to react to a Korean lane swap, how to react to any of those scenarios. So any team that has been bootcamping in Korea, I don't think they're gonna lose so early. Maybe in Dragon fights, maybe, but not before a turret is down.
No, like that's the thing. Like, which lane swap will be the meta for this tournament?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I could even see something new coming up.
It'll probably be something new because, like, if you expect the
5-0.
same old shit,
5-0.
You gotta remember there's like 2 different patches that
Yeah.
it's going through on the game before we even get to the Worlds
Yeah.
patch anyway. So
Yeah.
what's to say that
It'll
different
probably be
things
something
will
new,
pop up
yeah.
with what is changed in the patches? Like they might pull off they're not gonna do something big, but they're gonna pull off something that might change the way a couple things are played, obviously.
Well, we still haven't seen that many games in competitive in post 5.16.
Yeah.
so-
No, we won't see any 5.17 either.
Yeah, that's straight out of 5.16 to 5.18.
Yeah.
There's just a dead zone that we're not gonna be able to properly comprehend until we see
Yeah.
Worlds.
So those lane swaps, they may be slightly different right now. So it's gonna be pretty hard to predict.
Right now, I won't say that it changed, but for 5.18, it would change. maybe a lot. But right now I think it's still like being the same meta played like in 5.15. Only that more power picks will be open because we have to ban like power picks from 16 right now and 17.
Yeah.
Fucking juggernauts, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the last 3 months have been like in terms of patches have been so bad. They've just been going like more out of hand.
Yeah.
That's why I was happy to play in Brazil and Chile on 5.15 because 5.16,
Yeah.
5.17 is horrible in
You could ban champions you hated. Like, I don't want to play against Annie or LeBlanc. Then you could ban them. Now it's like, oh, I have to ban Mordekaiser and Garen and Skarner and Fiora and Gamblanc.
And so many others.
Yeah. But now it's like, you can't ban the champions you hate anymore because they're so blatantly OP that you can't ignore them.
Yep, that's the thing.
Like we live in a world where we're seeing power picks in the 4th rotation, which is fucking absurd.
Yeah.
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 It's true. It's true.
We haven't seen this like for a good while right now.
It's
Oh.
actually absurd.
Do you remember the game?
The balance team are getting funnier.
Do you remember the
Funnier.
Because I would say what's gonna happen again?
What's up,
There's
Phobos?
more meme going on there.
You know that game at MSI where there were 6 top lane bans? Fnatic versus TSM, I believe.
Yeah.
That could happen again. I see that happening again.
Well, I mean,
Gambler
what?
can be played mid, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever happens, if Fiora or Gangplank goes through, they will go mid because of lane swaps. Doesn't
Probably,
matter.
yeah.
They
That's
will be
smarter.
played mid.
Yeah.
They would they are being played mid for a reason, and that's
Fiora, I
You
believe,
still
is
want the
better
pick,
against
so
tanks,
you
but
just do something else with it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not working.
like the pick is so strong you can play it in mid, so you can farm, you don't get lane swap, perfect. Just play it in mid. Pick a little
Yeah.
top lane and you're fine.
Gangplank mid, I played one game versus a Gangplank mid. That's the most annoying thing I have played against in many times. Many
It's
games.
really
Well, I mean,
easy
in
to see
top
the
lane-
difference between
in-
Gangplank mains and people who just want to play Gangplank because he's OP. And
Yeah.
the people who just want to play Gangplank because he's OP still win games. So it's terrifying to see what the
Like
guys who
in top
who know
lane
what
you
they're
even
doing.
have good matchups into Gangplank and Fiora, but in mid lane you don't. Because of the rest of the meta. Because you want actually that control mage, and they are actually fairly bad. So if you have like a Fiora mid lane, if you are lucky you can have the Gangplank to play it against it. Or you can try an Echo Yasuo against it and maybe do well. But like anything else, it wouldn't make sense. Like you can try Riven,
Yeah.
but still, it isn't really what you want to play in mid. In case you don't know, like this is could be going good. This could be also go horribly wrong. So maybe you just up to something like, hey, let's go Lulu, let's play Victor and hope for the best or something like this. And you're playing against a Fiora. That will be fed, it will farmed up, so that's a problem right now. And I hope and I think I can speak for us all and for the most part of the community that we see a change onto that at least 2 to 3 champions get nerfed.
Yeah.
So they aren't like highest priority of the
I don't want another Alistar or Cillian like in the past worlds. Please
Yeah.
don't. That was absurd. I mean, you know about Gangplank, there is one thing that's pretty interesting that champions normally don't really like. One thing that normally isn't important is how fast your auto attacks go. Against Gangplank, this is super important, and it seems so stupid. But if you can insta hit a barrel, then Gangplank can't hurt you at all. Like maybe Asir or Vel'Koz, how is he gonna proc a barrel? Your auto attack is like instantaneous. If you're Orianna, it takes like 5 years,
Yeah.
and the barrel is gonna hit you. And normally that doesn't matter. Like you just adapt your last hitting to the speed of your auto attack, and it's okay. But against Gunplank, it's pretty crucial. So maybe something like Vel'Koz could work just because your auto is so fast that you can proc the barrels. Maybe.
That's interesting thought process that I didn't think about it actually. But do you really want to play Vel'Koz against the Gangplank mid lane?
Well, it's just a random example of a champion with a fast auto attack, you know. But like, it's what I experienced because my problem with Orianna against Gunplank mid lane was that my auto was so slow that it was really hard to predict, and his
I
Q
can see
was
what you
faster
mean.
than my auto. So even if I auto, he can Q and get the barrel.
Vel'Koz's auto attack animation is actually quite fast, yeah. We can go full sauce in.
Yeah, I don't know. Even Asir, well, I
My
wouldn't.
boy Sarsen made it back into
We just go
LCK.
full sauce in.
Yeah, he made it back, right?
He made it back.
He made it.
I was
this
actually I wasn't sure if I wanted him to make it back or if I wanted him to get relegated because I was like, it's like the Winter Fox effect where if you get relegated, it
Yeah,
frees
yeah.
like Nuclear and Sussen to do whatever he wants, and Sussen could go to a better team.
Winter Fox triggers me. Oh, good. You had Pobelter and Altec, and you got relegated.
Well, things happen. One new team and whole new season, and you see what happens then.
Suddenly, Pobelter is going to Worlds,
Yeah.
and
Avalon,
Altec could have made it.
Avalon,
Yeah.
Avalon.
Yeah.
Altec was probably the best ADC this split, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
sure?
miss.
And
I'm
Are you
gonna miss
sure?
Forgiven, actually.
I think the best ADC
that's
in
not-
NA was
probably.
definitely Sneaky.
One question I
I
want
think
to
it was
ask.
double lift.
Sneaks.
It was dumb,
Like
but I was
usually
just
in
like
other, in other
clarifying.
splits, it's been sneaky. Sneaky's been pretty good, but like, double lift, you can't deny double lifts has
Yeah.
Yeah.
been really good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
sure.
with Altec. Altec deserves it.
Alright, guys, so let's go to the last topic of the podcast.
Okay.
Let's find the optimal Worlds roster. We're gonna look into every player of that is in the tournament and build a team with the 5 best players and the best coach that we think
Oh,
that are in the tournament.
Odawamne, Lulex, Ryu, Hyana.
Wait,
Probably.
Alex, you wanted to do questions after, right?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure, if the stream and everybody has questions, we can do that. That's no problem. But again, let's start with the most interesting and maybe the hardest part. Who will be the coach of that perfect Worlds team? I mean,
Not Promo.
Aaron.
not everybody knows what a coach does in his job, because I mean that's not something that gets to the public that well. But
Yeah.
I mean, we can try to see what is happening with the teams and their results throughout the season. But before that, my friends, you that are in the chat and you have some questions, that's the time to think out a question and put it in the chat while we build up the team, so we can answer them after we are
If
done
we
here.
have anybody left who wants
Yeah.
to ask
Yeah.
us lovely questions.
There are 15 people and we are like 6.
Well, there's some people. If they have any questions,
Yeah.
shoot them.
We should have got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
10 account to retweet us. Then we would have got loads of people.
Okay.
So yeah, start with the coach. Who do you
Yeah.
think is gonna be it?
I mean, I could start because I'm
Yeah,
actually
go ahead,
someone
go ahead.
that have
I
some.
thought you were gonna say I
experience.
could coach.
Yeah, I mean, I could coach, but
If
you know,
KLD were there, if KLD has
I'm
one-
not there, so
Yeah, Alex.
I have to be here, like in my room,
It's
telling who is actually the coach. But I'm gonna buy a ticket to Berlin. I mean, it's not that far away, and go and run up with this jacket here and say I'm the coach of the Worlds team. So fuck off, boys. I'm gonna I'm doing that. No, actually, the thing is, I think there are a lot of good coaches, at least in this tournament. I see a few very good ones, because you can see what happened as soon they joined the team and how much the team developed and what they are bringing to the team. And you can see in a lot of teams, but also you can see which teams are doing really badly because of the coach, maybe, or simply because the coach doesn't do the job he needs to do. So if I had to choose one coach, I would probably say Daylor, because he picked up a team with one guy that is really experienced and 4 rookies, made it the first seed of the tournament, made it to take a Korean team that was considered the best team at the time to game 5, and when they came back, he changed one player and they had a perfect run throughout the regular season and almost like very clean split in general. So I think his work proved to be, in my opinion, the best from a standpoint of success. But now I have to choose the best coach, and I have to say Aaron, because he made the impossible happen and he took the first place at MSI.
Fake is the
And-
bank. He beat Fake is the bank. That's the one thing for me that says EDG Aaron.
Even though I have to say, like, I talked a lot with Payne's coach, and he's a very good coach, but I think, like, from a standpoint, even he had this same kind of success that Taylor had, because they had a lot of struggles in the early season, and they stepped up a lot, coming to the playoffs and the wild cards in São Paulo and Chile. So like he has also done a good job. While I think like someone like Lokodoku could have done a better job, or even like Kikoma, I think I sometimes even doubt that he's like the best coach ever. But again, he's not winning esports history, so I'm fine with him. But my take would be Aaron. What do you guys think?
Uh,
Go ahead.
see, I'm a poly guy at heart. I value what Poly did for HGK. Like he's taken them, and he's done quite well. Like HGK came from Challenger Series, now they're at Worlds. I like that story.
Yeah, that's pretty good. If you look at the players, H2K, except for Ryu, nobody really expected them to be here.
Yeah.
I always had faith in Kasing. Like even when he was announced, like before he was announced for HGK, like I always thought that he deserved a good team, and I was really happy to see that he made the difference to HGK that they really needed.
Yeah, the Kasing
His thing
factor
is
was
actually amazing. Not literally amazing. He's just really fucking good. But it's a hard question because
Yeah. I haven't seen necessarily the impact of every other coach for every other team.
Yeah, I'd probably say Dela as well, just because from what I know of the coaches, I would never say Koma because in my opinion, I don't want to fucking bring up MSI again, but
Yeah.
I think SKT lost because of Koma. So
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe.
so
The reason,
Dela,
yeah.
I think Dela, yeah.
Okay, so how many votes for Taylor?
I'm not sure. 'Cause the thing with Taylor, because he seems more like a out of the game coach to me. You know, like other coaches, I believe they do a lot of big bang and things, and Taylor still does that, but he doesn't seem like super knowledge in the game. Oh, of course he is right now, but you know, he hasn't been from the start a person who like would say, yeah, you're gonna pick this or that. I believe he trusts his player to say what picks are strong or not. And
That's the thing. He's a coach and not an analyst.
yeah,
what he does.
yeah.
Yeah.
And other coaches, like, we give credit for shutting down Frekelbank to Aaron, to EDG, but maybe Taylor isn't the kind of guy who would do that, because maybe he doesn't have that mindset, you know? He's more like, I'm going to motivate these people so they play well, I'm going to see what works and what doesn't, but maybe he doesn't have the innovation capacity to, like, show up, you know, with new picks and things.
Well, that's why you have an analyst, and he has a
Yeah, of
analyst
course.
crew behind him.
He has
not
few,
only
yeah.
online, but also will be probably with them. I mean,
Yeah.
he has a staff at least of 10 persons because Fnatic recruited like a lot of
Yeah, of
freelance
course.
workers.
And this is going to be the true test for them, I think. 'cause, like,
And I mean, in general, like Fnatic, like Taylor is just a guy who has less word in the team. He listens to his players, he knows his teams, and takes everything he knows or he is learning or everybody shoots onto him as information. He'll take
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
apply to the team and say yes what works and what they need to do. So I think in general, like he is doing a good job, but again, like a good coach will have to find what works and be prepared for certain situations. And in the series of EDG SKT1 in MSI, he had an answer for something that you could see coming because it's like Faker's best champion, but it wasn't a meta pick at the point. So he had something prepared for something that's so unlikely, and he knew it was coming, 100% sure.
yeah.
He
was ready for a plan that was really hard to predict.
He did well against
Yeah,
the
but
easy
then
one,
the
Faker.
counter argument to that is, sorry, Cabos, go on.
No, yeah, I wasn't. Go on.
I was just going to say the counter argument to that is he arguably had a plan that would have worked 1 out of a potential 5 games because we don't know what the other 2 games would have had Faker played the entire series, which is why I think that I always thought that in hindsight, if Faker played the entire series, there was a potential for a 3-1 there. in SKT's favor.
Nah,
But
definitely.
I mean,
I'm not denying that. But again,
but given the situation that did arise, and the fact that he did prepare that, and the fact that it won them the tournament, like,
yeah.
you can't take that away from him.
And that's the thing, because we're talking about the thing that what would have happened if Faker played all the games, and in fact he
Yeah,
didn't.
it's a what
sadly.
if. It's
Yeah.
So we can take
Yeah.
this as a account when we are talking about coach's success in a team environment. We can blame Kikoma for not letting Faker play the 5 games, but in general we are talking about the other coach who had anything prepared in case Faker was actually playing. And this turned out really well because at the moment Faker went in, they gave him a confident pick, and he knew how to counter it properly. All right.
this is sad.
Yeah, everybody. So let's start with the maybe most hyped matchup for the tournament. Who will be your top laner? We're gonna go with Taylor as a coach, I think. Jacob, we're answering the questions after we have our words team.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
Can I just read this out before we start? Kasing just like tweeted, "It's actually over," because they got matched with SKT and EDG.
I don't blame him. He's screwed. His team's over.
Yeah.
It's going to take a miracle. It's going to take a miracle for HK to get out of the group. It's going to take a miracle for anyone to get out who could have been in an
Of a
SKT
group.
EDG group.
Fnatic
It's,
would
it's,
be
it's
like
only
that,
a
yeah.
miracle that gets you out of that group.
Fnatic
Yeah,
would die.
but
If I could attach tears to this HQK hat, I would. I think I might do some arts and crafts and shit. Yeah, but like, guys, it's over.
yeah, that's
So that's the top
basically it.
laners.
so yeah, top laners.
Amazing J.
Amazing J. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one.
Smeb.
Like-
Wait,
From what I've seen, he's been quite the carry top laner in China. Of course, it's a different level than the world stage, and he hasn't played there. But I think he's gonna show up, and I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people, especially those who haven't followed the LPL and still think Koro is playing all the games, and they're gonna be like, oh, who's this guy? And I think he's gonna do pretty well.
Yeah, well, like he showed up, he carried that series. Amazing J was the carry of the match against EDG. No, wait, for EDG. Oh,
Yeah.
names.
Yeah,
So
right.
so yeah, I think Amazing J is a good pick. Any kind of other picks that you would like to call it the top laner of the tournament?
Acorn.
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 Marin.
Alright.
Where's Sunday now? Where's Sunday now? Where's Sunday now?
Still crying about Marin.
Yeah.
He's still crying, having
I
flashbacks
mean-
of Marin destroying him.
like I have been on the Marin hype train for the last 6 months. Like
So
I
I-
legit
I've-
thought he was
I've-
good when everyone
I
thought he was
appreciate
shit.
Marin for quite some time. Like, loads of people don't appreciate Marin. I don't understand why.
He's
Like-
underrated. He's underrated. But I that said, I think because he started playing, like I remember he played Fizz top and he started playing carry top laners, and he just shit on everyone.
Yeah.
But that said, I think like the Juggernaut meta is actually like heavily favoring Smeb right now. So.
Yeah.
And
that's
Smeb is actually
something.
very versatile. So
The Riven
like-
picks. The Riven picks.
Riven baby. So
We will
I'd
see a
probably
Riven
go with
Pentakill.
Smeb.
What prediction? Riven Penta.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Smeb.
We'll
yeah.
see at least one Riven at Worlds, and it'll be great.
Yes,
I
right.
actually the top laner is actually really hard to think. So, Ode, you have the word. Who will be our top laner? Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm just going to myself. Reading chat.
Ode is thinking.
Oh man.
There's
Don't
a
talk,
party
don't
going
talk.
on.
I can read the Skype chat. Sorry. So
Hang on, he's giving us his input.
okay.
Vanessa,
But you'll
nice,
add a little
plug
message
of,
like "fuck you, Zedu."
Wait, now's a good time to once again reiterate that
We need, like-
LG
we need, like-
overrated.
There is a lot of okay.
Okay. Who is the top laner?
LG ones. Flame or Acorn, I think. You're just
Flame.
best on China.
Yeah, Yeah. Well, I would actually would be happy to see Flame, but I
Can I see Flame play a game?
I don't even think
Flame,
Flame's going to
please?
play this
Please?
tournament.
Yeah,
Is Flame ever going
Acorn's
to
playing
play?
really well.
please?
it would be so funny if LGD win Worlds and Flame.
He gets a faker treatment.
Yeah, he gets a faker treatment. It doesn't play. It doesn't play.
He
Yeah.
doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to. Like, he's just chilling his life, getting some good money, maybe streaming a little bit, playing some solo queue. But who will be the best jungler? Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's not.
that's
Ludo.
like the cop-out answer, but it's true. So
Best jungler.
I mean, it's your speciality, Mr. Saberwolf. I mean, if I say here Lulax, you're out. No, but I mean, if you rate Lulax that high, you might know something that I don't know.
Yeah. So jungle's a different one. Like, I'm probably just gonna have to go with. My heart's telling me Cacao,
Yeah.
but your brain says clear love.
but my brain says Clear Love.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay,
It's true.
so we have right now Daler, Acorn / Flame, and Clearlove. All right, so
Yeah, look, clear one.
Faker.
we don't need to discuss
What?
that.
We're going to talk about supports now. What do you mean?
wait, can we talk about the second best mid in the tournament? I mean the
The
best.
second best mid.
Are we talking about Feathervin?
You mean
Hey,
Powell?
hey, that was a good time to remind you guys.
Yeah, actually,
Feathervin solo killed Faker.
well, Double Doja did
And then
the
lost the
same
game. Woo!
I hate you.
Feathervin solo killed Faker twice.
Yeah.
twice. Yeah. Well, I mean, this could be an argument. I mean, we can have him a second place, maybe a Prodigy to be the new first place.
He's not second place, dude.
Feathervin is the best. I don't know what you're on
No,
about.
I think like the only thing that I liked on Fevin is experience, because he was handling the mid actually really well, and he in whole Europe I think the only matchup that he struggled a little bit was actually Xpeki. But you can take that really like badly, because I mean Xpeki is not only a guy that was contested to be the top 2 mid with Froggen since his career. When he joined, he actually turned to be a mid laner, and he has the experience from like forever.
Like,
So-
he hasn't been playing that well
I mean, to be
recently.
Well, his Azir was great,
Yeah,
but
no.
I mean, to be
everything else
fair,
was fine.
in a
Fine, but
season
not
where you-
fine, but not all the expected levels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like in a season where you perfect, like when you have a perfect season, like it's kind of hard for me. I mean, aside from the playoffs, like it's kind of hard for me to imagine Feathervin actually having like a bad lane in the regular season. Like, I mean, because your team's doing well, so it's easy to look good, you know. Because I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody has mentioned Godby.
Okay,
well,
so
because I figured we were just memeing because it's like Saber sort of set us on a path.
I'm
Yeah,
not
okay.
memeing. Feathervin's the second best mid laner in world, so it's not meme at all.
I mean, he's legitimately pretty good, so he can.
Hey, he's good, but he's not second best.
He's
guys,
really good on solo queue right now.
guys, as someone said, I'm not talking because there is a local party. Okay.
Yeah, we can hear it.
I can hear it.
Oh, Audio will take us to the party, boys. Let's go, boys! Woo!
Get hyped.
They're celebrating the groups.
Oh yeah.
They're celebrating HK chat is right
They're
there.
happy because they're not. It's like it's a cult that secretly just wants HDK and C9 to get demolished. We hate the West. We hate the West.
We hate the blue Western teams.
Yeah, basically that.
Yeah.
But we love TSM, right?
The white ones are still fucked though. So.
All right. So we go with Faker.
Yes, and I think
Yes.
every second.
Okay. Now comes the best part. Can I call it the bot lane already?
Imp.
Yeah.
MPIL. No chance. I don't see any of other bot lanes being on the level. on the same level right now.
In PYL?
Yeah.
Reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just yellow stuff.
Although I will say this,
Yellow
PYL,
stuff.
as he is can't touch Matter when Matter was playing like at world like at his highest level.
Like the thing is, I think it's the difference of playstyles. Because Mata was the guy that was actually made rotations work in his team.
Yeah.
Like POL is like the protective guy. Like I carry you in. Don't worry, I'm here for you, bro. And hey guys, do you need a play for Fiora or for Yasuo? Don't worry, I do that as well at the same time. So that's the difference, I think. Like they have completely different play styles, and I think of course Mata was the most around player that we ever seen maybe in LoL. But
It was MVP. Yeah.
Yeah, we get more Street Fighter views, man.
ah,
That's
okay.
okay. What the fuck?
Ah, we know that kind of thing. They're
Pain
partying.
Gaming got a good group, yeah.
Yeah. Like Spanish people are hype now. Sadly, we don't have a French here in the podcast. He would be more happy than anyone else. I think.
But yeah, no, I agree with that bot lane, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
the
we-
bar.
So we have our world's team. It's
Is it
Do you wanna
time
read
Taylor?
for the lovely questions now?
yeah. So let's go for the questions.
What, Taylor?
Wait,
Wasn't it
wait.
Reginald? Didn't we pick Reginald for best coach?
Oh no! We picked me. So I'm sorry, guys.
The first question I think I saw was, do you think Pain can pass the groups?
I think we answered
Yeah.
that one, but yeah, there is a possibility, not a big one, but if
They're not the favorites.
yeah,
I've been
where
memeing
was
this
it?
for the
Fuck.
whole time. I've kept saying if Pain wanted to get out of the groups, they wanted a CLG Flash Wars group, and they got it. And yeah, I'm magic, but that's their best shot. They're not gonna do it, I don't think, but that's their best shot. So
I think
who knows? Who knows?
Ku have the first spot guaranteed. More than likely, I should say.
I doubt it, to be honest.
Pain can contest.
I think Ku won't get out of groups.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wow,
ooh,
Wow.
that's interesting.
Yeah, no.
Old.
Otherwise, Map
can
can
happen,
Map is the only guy that can carry them through. But I don't see the others being on like that level to be secured first place in that.
I trust Prey, baby. I expect him to do great.
any other group, and I would have said Ku might not make it, but that CLG Flash Wolves and Pain, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see
Yeah.
Ku not getting out of that.
Well, I think Flash Wolves will make it happen. I believe in them.
I think Flash Wolves is more likely to get second than beat
And Pain
Ku, but I
first?
think they can make it. No, no.
Hashtag go Pain. No, I actually think Ku won't make this group. Like I have this feeling they will not be able to get well with the patch, and I think everybody else will not play on the level they need to play, and Smap will be like playing Illhouse style, or he will
I
like
don't
hard carry. That's the
I
thing.
don't think that will happen because the IM thing happened. I don't think they will. They want to, show that they can do something in the international stage. Because
Yeah, but
IM was really bad for them.
they didn't play the last part of the season that well as well. That's the thing that I consider
Agree.
that might be why
They were good at the
where I
end of the
get to my
season.
conclusion that I doubt that they will fit the right patch, because they have been struggling to find what works for them in the patch since the IEM event. They never really got like at the level
That good.
where they started. So that's the thing that really makes me think that they might not get out of the groups this time.
I mean, Ku had a downward spiral, but they ended up being they got better, and they were probably the second best team in Korea for a couple of months, and then they had a little struggle to adapt
oh
to
no,
one of the newest
we
patches.
lost all day, and now the
Yeah, he had to go.
wait. We have to reposition. Okay, I have to reposition now. That's the thing. If that's why the bad thing that I can't read the chat there.
Okay.
But now we have a very, very weird situation where everybody's in a different spot. Oh, no, come on. Like,
Well, it's only half of my face.
yeah, it's hard, man. It's like
But yeah, in the end, I think Ku actually ended up playing pretty well. At least they played decently. So I mean,
Lira and say
I think they'll be fine.
yeah, I have to readjust this, but I mean, we're coming to an end as well. So
Yeah.
let's pick a few more questions and make it to an end. Do you see any interesting? I wasn't reading it completely. So, some Brazilian guy asked, which is the group of death?
The group of death. There
Alright,
isn't
it depends
really
on what
one.
kind of death you're talking about here, because
Yeah.
Group C is.
I think the
your
closest
best.
group is
Group C
B.
is your best. HGK,
But normally-
Bangkok Titans, that's just instant death. If you're talking about like group as in like tough group as in all the like games are really close, then you're talking Group B.
Yeah.
Normally, by
Yeah,
group of
Group
death,
A.
you mean not just the group with the best teams, but like the group where anyone could make it in. And
Yeah,
for me,
that's Group.
for me, that would be Group B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
believe HQ will make it, it's probably gonna be like the most close one.
Yeah, because all the others are pretty clear cut, right?
Or
Like,
maybe
you have
even D.
Ku,
Like,
the-
who knows if Origin are gonna show up? But TSM. But Group B should be easy for the Asian teams. I don't know.
Yeah, like you have no idea whether like who even is going to get first in that group. Whereas you have a pretty clear-cut winner in each of the other groups. Or at least you have the top two in like two of the groups, and then you have Ku, who are probably going to win in Group A, at least in like some of our opinions. But in Group B, it's very contested. So I think yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, what do we have more?
Do you think it's possible Ku and by the way, Brow? It's not Yoe Flash Wolves anymore. You're gonna give Goom a heart attack.
Yeah, it's just
But,
Flash Wolves. It's
It's
just
Jao Flash Wolves now. Jao.
Oh my god.
Mike,
But do you think it's possible Ku and Flash Wolves can make it out if COG doesn't prepare well? Absolutely. Especially
Yeah.
considering they're gonna be playing with Hui.
yeah, that's legit.
That's a
thing.
weird. It's such a weird group. I don't see Pain
It
doing
is.
anything, but
Yeah.
but Flash Wolves, COG, and Ku. That's a really really
They're
interesting
all
trio.
really messy, really inconsistent teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not teams that you expect actually that they will be at this in the same group, or actually they.
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah. Basically that.
I wanted to ask, like, to every one of you to do a quick recap of the champion you think is going to be the most significant or important for its position.
Okay.
Like, just quickly. You know, like, top.
Gangplank, Fiora, wherever.
Fizz.
Fizz, TF.
Fizz is a virus. A really strong virus. You try and get rid of him, but he just comes back in a different form.
Yeah. And
Fizz is Freezer. Fizz is Freezer.
And Braum, Jenna, Trash Support, AD Carry, Tristana, Kog'Maw, Sivir,
Yeah, I was gonna say no Sivir.
and like mid lane you pick everything that is kind of viable right now. That might work there because everything that doesn't work in anywhere else you're gonna put there as well. That is kind of strong. Jungle, Rek'Sai, Gragas, Lee Sin.
I think
Return of Lee Sin.
Jungle is the weirder right now. Weirdest.
No, like you have, in my opinion, like 5 picks that might work, like Nidalee, Lee Sin,
Elise.
like Gragas, Elise,
Lee's strong again
and
now, and I
depending
love that.
on the player, maybe also Echo, but that's all.
Yeah.
That's all that you.
What's
you
high
pick up
play
by-
Kathik 6 games?
Oh god, please no.
Or Shyvana?
Oh no.
That's true. We did forget
Double
the
hype.
one pick that comes back every single Worlds. Don't forget Corki. Corki's coming.
Yes, of
Well,
course.
no, Corki is fine right now, but this is not high priority.
Corki's already there.
Corki
It's
will
just,
always be high priority at Worlds. It's just a thing. It's unwritten rule.
The same like Lee
not-
Sin and any Triforce champion. So
yeah, I mean, it's not high priority. More like other AD carries are gonna get banned. Maybe Kalista, Tristana, perhaps Sivir
like-
in some positions.
the-
So you just go for Corki.
the thing, if you need because you have a non-wave clear mid laner, you're gonna have to fall back onto Lucian, Sivir, and Corki anyways. So
Please don't
Corki,
fall back on solution.
no,
We think-
like you have to sometimes.
With things like Diana and Fizz being so strong, Corki is pretty good.
Diana, I won't say like too high priority, but Fizz will be like high priority in the World Championship because of the
actually-
KF pick.
I actually believe Diana is going to be pretty contested because I've seen a lot of teams play her, and globals, like the double, triple global compositions, seem to be pretty strong. Shen got nerfed, so maybe other top laners with TP, but yeah, 2 TPs, that's strong.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we could talk
I've seen a lot
about
of
a
Diana
thing
TP
called
around.
Ashe as well, because
Fuck
like
Ashe.
the East has been playing a lot of Ashe, but the West
Yeah.
not, which
Even in
is
the
kind of
blind picks
interesting.
and everything.
No, I mean in
The
general.
return of
in-
Ash Syra just in time
I mean,
for Worlds.
in general about Ashe, because they were playing like Ashley on bot lanes to follow up the hard engage, to have something for the Fiora, or in general what they in general the champs they have been playing. So I think this could be like very interesting to see how 518 turns out, because we have such a mess in that champion pool right now. Because like we had some very good meta with variety of picks that works, a lot of picks that works, a lot of compositions inside that works. Now we have onto that like something new that is too strong, over the top, and then we still have a patch to go. So this will be a mess coming to the World Championship.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I mean. We were having this discussion earlier about why the meta is the worst heading into a Worlds in the last couple of years. That has a lot to do with it. Riot, like, planning patches ahead and then just breaking shit when they're trying to fix it has escalated the situation to a point where, like I said before, we now have power picks in the 4th draft phase.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense, and they have significant issues with their balance team, and it's making for it's a horrible meta because Juggernauts are one of the worst things they've ever come up with, and they're trying to artificially create strategy, and that bothers me. It bothers a lot of people actually, but like they're doing it really poorly. I mean, obviously, you should just let the game evolve because that's what that's what has happened in the last couple of Worlds, and it's usually produced a decent level of games. But I mean, there's also that element where like you had Samsung White and SKT at their prime, and like you had these teams that were some of the best teams ever to play the game, and arguably the skill level of all the teams as a like collective unit is lower at Worlds, even though the competition is higher. So that's why I don't really think this is going to be the best Worlds in terms of game performance because of the meta and the team quality, but it's going to be the most competitive, so in that sense it's also going to be the most enjoyable. So
Well, it can go wrong and right in the next patch, so I think we have to wait and see. But
Yeah.
We have to wait because we can't watch
we're
it.
gonna wait together or not
I'm
together.
just gonna,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna freeze
Yeah, that's a good
myself
point.
until October the 1st. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna walk into the fridge and stay there.
Like the interesting thing, they will be trading 1 month on the wrong patch.
Wake me up when September ends and we are in October and it's Worlds.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. So I think we talked about everything and everything and everything,
Yeah.
and we
We're
got some insight
here for a
on
couple of
everything. And I think everyone that watched, we had a peak at 40 viewers, which was
Wow.
great, and we had like consistent 15 to 30 viewers.
HDK
so-
win.
Yeah.
HDK win.
and, we have still,
They can do it.
and we still have people that believe that HDK will get out of groups.
Hey, what's EDG, man?
That is actually beautiful to see that. But
it's
I
actually
also
true.
thank
EDG can choke.
thank you all for participating. This was like a very funny story to create this podcast. It should be a more casual, but then Puppet came along and made it everybody work their ass off. No, it was joyful. So if you want to have any shout outs right now, it's the time that you want or can do that. Mr. Saberwolf, you might start. Do I have some words for your Pokemon trainer?
Shout out to all the Pokemon trainers out there. Like we can make it one day. Like Pokemon will be a legitimate esports better than League.
Oh, Nice. Nice.
Totally.
Nice. I like that.
I hope
like
so.
that one. Kobus, do
Well,
you have any
I don't
shoutouts?
if I will have to thank anyone for like me being here, thank you Ryan Tang for making God Better happen.
Oh, God bless Tank.
Basically,
God
Yeah.
bless.
base time. So
Helps,
yeah, I
man.
don't know. Like, and thank you, Mom, for like being my mom. I don't know.
Oh, that's sweet.
No, like I need food. You know, God Better is cool, but it doesn't make it doesn't feed my stomach. So I still need her support. So yeah, that's basically it. And of course, thank you guys for participating, letting me be a part of this thing. It was really funny and I can't find a word, like enlightening. Yeah, something like that.
I'll enlighten anyone on Euphoria and Pokemon any day.
Oh, baby.
We're looking
I can't
forward.
guarantee he'll be accurate though, because he also thinks Febin is the second best mid laner in the world. So
I think Sergio has a
Solo
word to
kill
say.
Faker.
So,
Seven
Sergio,
kill
it's your
Faker
time to
twice.
shine.
Featherfin solo kill Faker twice.
Sergio, you're gonna have nightmares about this.
nah. Thank you to my wonderful friends. This has been a very enjoyable couple of hours. Thank you to Jacob, who's been busting his butt for me and for a lot of us.
My boy Jacob.
He's a good friend. There, our boy, legend. And yeah, thank you to anyone who stuck around to the end, and thank you for watching. I hope you found this enjoyable
Yeah.
and not at all scarring because of dank memes.
Dankest of all memes.
Alright, so, Lyra, your take?
Shout outs to my friends and everyone who follows the Brazilian scene. Thank you for watching it. And shout out to Alex. Thank you for putting me in on the Goat Bear chat a while ago.
Sure.
Really nice.
No problem, man. Everybody that is writing for the site deserves to be there. Enjoying the conversation of games.
Except for Northy.
Wait, what? This guy writes for Gold for 10?
No flame. No flame.
Okay.
No flame.
The only
I
flame
forgot-
I want is the guy that plays for.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so...
Wait, he plays?
Sorry, the guy who sits on the bench, a really warm, wealthy, expensive bench. I want to be on the bench.
Yeah.
That's a good
He
bench.
makes money like
Totally.
playing games and streaming. And he makes money by making money and streaming for under the LGD
It's like
brand.
the arrow from.
LGD. But I also wanted to say, Brazilian fans are fucking amazing, and Brazilian teams are fucking amazing, and I want an international event in Brazil.
Yeah,
Oh,
next year,
baby.
please.
That would be
please,
so
Yeah,
funny.
totally.
We're first coming to visit you, my friend.
Yeah.
The
well,
wildcard
I mean,
All-Stars
sort of.
will be in Australia, or...
Yeah.
Not All Stars, just the qualifier for All Stars.
Just a
That'll be
qualifier?
awesome.
Wait, what, really?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a qualifier? I didn't
Yeah.
read that.
Yeah.
Okay,
That'll be awesome.
alright.
Like the Australian team, we're sending an OCE team. As far as I know, we're sending an OCE team to All Stars, and the qualifier is in Melbourne. As far as I know,
Yeah.
Alright.
which I haven't decided if I'm going to or not.
Well, I hope I am going there with my team, so I hope to see you there.
Yeah. It would be
Yeah.
amazing to see you.
If you're coming here, I mean, yeah, if you're coming here, I'd love to see you there.
If
So-
any of you attend World's quarterfinals in London, look for the hat.
Well, I guess you'll be easy to find because there won't be many of those.
Yeah.
I'll just get that.
Yeah.
I'll just get that. I'll just get that
Hashtag
Pokemon Go
Furby.
thing out, and I'll start walking around looking for a friggin' Sable.
Nah, you're gonna find him. You're gonna find him. I mean,
I just
you have
find
to,
the white
you-
fox thing just walking around.
you have to catch.
through the
You have to
crowd.
catch. You have to catch them all, and I mean, he's one of those. So,
I'm a rare.
We already caught him though. Like he belongs out. He's just run away.
all right. But let's close out this here and say bye bye to everyone that stuck around.
Bye-bye.
And
I
thanks
love you
for
guys.
watching. For everyone that was around and stuck to the end. If you missed it, don't worry. The VOD will be on my YouTube channel. So
Featherfin
Bye-bye,
solo
guys.
killed Faker. Featherfin
God.
solo killed Faker. Twice.
I might stream later again. So keep on Twitter and Facebook. Bye bye, boys and girls.
Bye.
SKT
Thank you, everyone.
to
Go
one
Bang.
against LGD.
Go Pain.
Bye.